sorry, it's quite strong today, huh? Can you hear me well enough? Is it too loud? Right here maybe? A little better? Okay, good. Well, happy Tuesday. Today's May 20th, of course. Glad to be here. I missed all of you. I know I was out last week for a conference in Houston, so those are usually really busy days full of classes all day and team building events at night. So just happy to be back home. So I just wanted to remind you to, of course, silence your cell phones or anything you have on you. That way everybody here and afar can hear. So as of now, do we have any, well, I want to move around for me. Do we have any resident announcements? It gets stuck on me. There we go. Got it. He was sleeping. Any resident announcements? Okay, yes, ma'am.
I am.
Good morning. I'm Jane Edberg, and I'm here on behalf of Annette Pierce and the Regency Oaks Scholarship Fund. I have good news to share with you. Your generosity has been wonderful. $125,000 will be distributed to 40 of our associates. Those associates want to continue their education, and with your help, they're going to be able to do so. So thank you very, very much. There's an award ceremony on Saturday, June 7th at 2 o'clock right here, and you are invited to attend, and I hope you will do so. Thank you again.
Absolutely. I wanted to make sure to recognize that. Thank you for making that announcement. We were looking for Miss Annette, and we do have that in the info. So just super proud and super appreciative of everything that you did for our team members. That only helps benefit them, you, and our team. So just thank you again. Yes, Miss Mary.
I would just like to thank whoever's putting the information in the empty spots in the elevators with the health information. I just think that's a wonderful thing to do, and I think it probably was Kelly, and I just really thank her for that.
Thank you. I'll make sure we let her know. We are definitely working on continuing communication efforts on all levels and all ways and all topics as much as possible. Yes, Ms. Bobby?
And speaking of the 4 places in each elevator we have now for announcements, last week I was still seeing some put up with Scotch tape. We need to remind people not to do that. And there was one there that was already past, several days past the event. So I went to most elevators, removed them, and taped them over that one. But don't put them on the wall with Scotch tape, please.
Yeah, we'll make sure to take a close look at those. Thank you, Miss Bobby. All right, any other announcements?
Me again.
Miss Mary, you again?
It's me again. I had talked with Samantha about the possibility of using volunteers to help, especially on the weekends, to change those memos in the elevators. And if you have interest in it, please let me know or let Robin know. And we'll see what kind of interest we have and if we can do something and carry it on that might help.
Thank you, Miss Mary. Appreciate that. I'm sure that Ginger and Sam will continue to work with you. All right, any other resident announcements? Okay, we'll get started with some leadership updates from our Regency team. So just a little bit of Because We Care. Ladies are busy making teddy bears for our residents in the health center. So picture we have Miss Joanne, Melanie, Ruth, Rosa, Mary, and Dora. So I just absolutely love that. They are busy there making teddy bears for our residents in our skilled nursing setting. So thank you, ladies. If you're here or if you're watching, thank you. Thank you again. Love that. We need to see the finished product. I'm sure it's super cute. So just your weekly reminder to return those luggage carts, wheelchairs, and other items for everyone's use. We are continuing to redirect any visitors that might be grabbing them. Sometimes we have our various movers, not our movers, but various movers that will try to grab them. So we are continuing to monitor that, and we thank you for your collaboration and cooperation in managing that. So IHS can help you prepare for your vacations. I know it's that time of year. A lot of us want to get out for the summer. So just keep in mind they can help you while you're gone with any, before you leave obviously, laundering, ironing, and packing. They can help feed your pets, feed your plants, or anything that you need help with while you are planning those vacations. So please keep that in mind. And if you do have anything you need, course extension 502 and 503 for Christine or Maddie. They want to say congrats to Ms. Rosa Heckman. You won the April's drawing for free services. So congratulations. So make sure you work them. Make sure you get your hours worth. So just another reminder, I know we've talked about this numerous times, but can never over-communicate. Effective in June, this coming month, any rent that is received after the 10th is subject to a late fee. So please do speak to our accounting team if you need help with automatic withdrawal. Checks can be turned into the front desk, and if you are doing the automatic payment through the bank, they do send that check through the USPS. So that could be delayed, so you want to make sure you give enough time for that to make its way here on time. So again, if you have any questions, please see Sarah or Sherry. Sherry's actually on vacation this week, but Sarah's more than capable of helping us with any questions we have. But that will take effect in June. So we submitted our 60-day notice per OIR. We've notified the community, and that will be taking effect in June, FYI. So just a reminder, we are kind of gearing down, but we still have the shred bins for anything additional you have, any of those important documents, tax documents, health documents, anything you want shredded, recycled that is confidential. Those shred bins are in both buildings. So we will be sending them back at the end of May. So please do make sure we use those. We have a couple more weeks. So just a reminder, I know we mentioned this before, but these tags are available at the front desk, and we do encourage that you use them. Obviously, we have lots of large events, and many of you may or may not have walkers and various ambulatory devices. These really do help us, as well as help you when we do have them stored or valeted or parked, whether it's in dining or whether it's in an event. So we do recommend you getting these. It does help us clearly label them. So they are free, they're at the front desk, they are cute, and you can use them for traveling too. So please do grab one because they really do help everyone. So we do appreciate that. And just some updates from Evan. We will have a small teamwork on cleaning the windows outside of the Grand Lobby South. The team is also working on cleaning the windows outside the North Living Room lobby. This will also include the cleaning of the glass doors that exits towards the breezeway, the pub doors, the beauty salon, the gym, arts and craft, and the town hall will also be cleaned while they are doing this project. And then just a reminder, I know we had the carpets cleaned in both dining rooms. They are continuing to focus on various areas in the south. So they are cleaning the interior windows, the railings throughout that dining room, the window ledges, the window frames, and as I mentioned, we did do the steam cleaning. When they're done with the south, they will start on the north. So we will not leave that out just because it's not up here. They are currently focused on the south, and then they will move into the north and do all those same areas. So just a little bit from our plant ops. So 131 completed work orders and 58 remain open. We did replace the pool water heater, including the repiping. We ordered a new control board and motor for the pub and salon water heater. We repaired a roof leak, including repairs inside the gastropub. We prepared temporary parking spaces for the paving project. They replaced 2 HVACs, AC systems in resident apartments. He is still completing final walkthroughs on the restoration process and remediation with Blue Team. They are continuing to work in the healthcare center and assisted living. Just a reminder, we do have that maintenance meeting with Chris is at 10:30 on Fridays. I did want to mention we have a couple team members out sick, so please be patient with us for the next day or so on work orders or any items. We do still have team members here, but we are a couple short out sick. And then we do have the North Service elevator being worked on for the next few hours, and it should be back up. That is the North Service elevator, just FYI. So just kind of revisiting this, I know this has been an ongoing project, so it is the phase 1.5. We are working in the corridors. They've been setting up those containments, but residents have been able to pass through. There were about 6 apartments that require the residents to move out for a few days. Betsy's been coordinating with that. 70 apartments did need Blue Team to go back into them to complete additional work. And it typically has not required residents to leave for that. So Betsy's reaching out to those individually and coordinating. So not quite as extensive and aggressive as first time around. And we are winding down to be done completely in the IL community. Almost there. So please, as a reminder, do not remove that blue tape. Blue Team uses that to mark areas that they need to go back and address. You come to me and say we missed a spot. Well, yes, because we're removing all the markers of all their spots. So please don't remove that blue tape. This is a large campus. There's 5 floors. There's multiple buildings. And they do need that to remind them of various areas, or there will be missed. So please leave that blue tape where it is. That enables them to know what they need to go back, whether that is touch-up, whether that is snagging the carpet. Leave it there, please. We want to be done. And I can't blame Blue Team for not doing that if we're removing the areas that they put down. So please, please, please. And then just a reminder, or just a little bit of an update, we are almost complete. Blue Team has completed the construction and replacement part of the flooring project. They are still detailing the work and getting it up to our standards. Don't panic, there's still work to be completed, and that blue tape is part of it. So we are continuing to walk. We're myself, Darwin, Betsy, multiple checks and balances before we do final checkoffs on everything. So please just leave that there so we can be done and move on. So just a reminder, I know we mentioned this last week, but we are gearing up to start this week. It was a couple days delayed due to the rain. But the phase 3 out of 4, which will be next year, this is the paving project that was required by our lender. So we are almost done. We are finishing the 3rd part, and we will be starting that this week. So it is requiring the vehicles to be moved. I know a lot of those have already been. I saw that this morning, so thank you for all the cooperation and collaboration, and we will get this done, and then we will start the healthcare roof. So that will be the following week. More to come on that, but we will complete the paving project and then move into the healthcare roof. So just an update from Resident Services. Your health team has a plethora of resources available to you. There are booklets on the tables in the town hall lobby with monthly newsletters and the most up-to-date health topics. The medical tables also have pamphlets available with preferred provider information. These are all of our doctors, our dentists, our providers, everyone that we work with. We have a list on there for you. If there is a topic or a health concern that you would like to have more information on, let us know. So they do try to rotate the information monthly to bring you continuous updates for your health and well-being. So if you ever have any questions, Carol and Kelly are always here for you, but we continue to make sure you have that information at your disposal. I did have a colleague from Jacksonville actually reach out, and he wants their dentist who's looking to expand to our area. So we're working with him to see if we can make that happen to bring you those dental services. So they are already currently in one of our very, very large campuses at Cypress Village. It's huge, much bigger than us, and they are looking to expand to the Tampa area. So that is some things that are in the works. So, back to this. We have a little bit of a COVID spike out there in the community. So lots of hospitalizations, lots of residents in hospitals, but they're typically bringing it back. So we do have an outbreak in our healthcare center. We have 7 cases currently. Anything above 1 to 2 is considered an outbreak, so it always sounds much more dramatic and much more scarier than it is, but there are 7 active cases in skilled nursing. So we do have an outbreak nonetheless. We are, of course, same as always, we cannot stop you from visiting healthcare, but we highly discourage you from doing so. The residents in healthcare are, by law, obligated and allowed to have visitors, but we do encourage you not to visit while there's an outbreak, because you do expose yourself. We currently do not have any active cases that we're aware of in the south or the north. But in the healthcare center, there is. So if we stay out of there, we'll keep it that way. So as I just mentioned, we do have that outbreak. Kind of went over that with you. I did just want to remind you the kind of the respiratory virus guide snapshot. Of course, we've continued to work with immunization providers, your hygiene and hand washing, of course, fresh air, any type of treatment, and then staying home in the event that you are not feeling well. Please do not, if you do not feel well, if you feel like it's allergies more than normal, or if you feel like it could be a cold, please do not come to the clinic or front desk. If you do need a COVID test, call Kelly or Carol or the front desk and we can bring them to your apartment. And if for whatever reason you're not able to complete the COVID test, we can come and help you. We just don't want residents that are potentially active with COVID cases walking throughout the building down to get your test. So we will come to your apartment, we will help facilitate that. So I know we actually had our call in our meeting right before I left to the conference, but we will be distributing forms for all residents to complete and return the front desk, updating their evacuation status and emergency contact information. As you know, over the last couple of years, we have derived a large email list to all of you as well as your family. This is one of the ways that I can push communication so that in the event of a disaster, your thousands of family members are not calling into the community to check on you. So please get this information to us so we can get that information to them. And sometimes if the phones go down, or things happen as they have, this is the way I can tell your family members that you're okay and here's what we're doing and here's where we're at. So I always send updates, I push that information out, we put that information on our website, but we need your contact information to do that. That is email form typically, and that is a way that we're able to let your family members and you know, because usually any given time we do at least have email. So please, that's so important for you to get that to us for many reasons. This obviously also helps in our preparation if you have special needs, if there's oxygen, if there's various things going on with you clinically that we need to plan and prepare for. So please get those forms to us as we begin planning for this hurricane season. So if you do need help completing those forms, Carol, Kelly, or Betsy can help you with those. We will be having the hurricane supply items available at the desks for you to purchase, such as the lanterns, chargers, and water bladders, much like we've done every year. So we will be getting that out. And we are planning the annual emergency preparedness meeting. Will be scheduled in June for me to go over our plan and exactly how Regency Oaks addresses prepares and plans for a hurricane. So we do have a very active season, and I'll go over some of that information in that meeting. So we'll just get ready. So it's all about preparing now. So this week in activities, Ginger is back. I'm sure we're happy to have her back. But we do have Wednesday the 21st vocal cords at 12:45 in Town Hall. Wednesday, May 21st, great courses at 3 p.m. Town Hall. Thursday the 22nd, we have a movie matinee, 2 p.m. Town Hall. Friday is Poker for Beginners at 1:30 in Activity Room North. And then Saturday the 24th is Trivia Game Night at 7:30 in Grand Lobby South. So Monday the 26th is Memorial Day, so please check the whiteboard for possible cancellations. Then just a little update from our sales team. As I mentioned, this quarter we are budgeted to have 17 new residents. That's the most we've ever been budgeted in history of Regency Oaks. They have a lot of faith in my leadership and my sales team and all of you. So we're doing a great job. We're at 13 deposits towards our goal of 17 by the end of the quarter. So we are more than halfway there. On May 22nd, we are doing a BBAC's Gift of Life Care Luncheon. We have about 6 attendees. This is a BBAC, so that's really good. We had 4 attendees return from the meteorologist event for a return visit to learn more about us, so that's also fantastic. And then we're moving fast and almost done with the round of pop-up events on your floor to learn more about how we can help you get paid for your referrals. So I know you've seen some of the sales girls and they've connected with you. They are continuing to do those pop-up events just to meet with you, give you some good goodies, and to go over how important your referrals are. So we appreciate you working with us and continuing the collaboration and referrals. So a little bit from food and beverage. Our theme night is going to be the 28th. That is Alice in Wonderland. The pub will be closed that night. We are still, of course, interviewing for our executive chef. Ricky's been doing a fantastic job in there in his chef coat. We are continuing business as usual. We are actively recruiting and may almost have the candidate. So more to come on that, but we're pretty close. Memorial Day holiday hours, takeout is 11 to 11:30, dining 11:45 to 1:45, and we'll have an indoor picnic buffet. We are doing the beer club on the 20th, Frito chili pie, bourbon and barbecue at 5:27, that's the smoked pastrami Reuben. Breezeway is on the 29th, 4 p.m., featuring barbecue chicken. And then the 21st is that pasta night, still doing the action station. So the same one that we did last time with Chef Tony, they are also doing that. Ricky knows how to do an action station too, so we'll be having an action station pasta. That's on the 21st. Just another reminder, I'm going to keep this up there because it's come up a couple more times. The code for the full count is Regency Oaks. So please make sure if that part comes up in the full count portal, it is Regency Oaks. So I'll just keep this up as a reminder. So this was Nurses Week. I always love being able to get over there to healthcare. I usually go over there once to twice a week. I have a standing meeting with Kyle on Mondays and then Kyle, myself, and Darwin on Wednesdays. Because as much as I love you all, you're not my only residents. So I do go over to assisted living and skilled nursing as well. And the week before I left for conference, it was Nurses Week. So every day we did something really special to show them how much we appreciate our nurses. I also did something, of course, for Carol and Christine and Anna, but I wanted to make sure that I was present for our skilled nursing team as well because they are extremely important, especially all of our LVNs and RNs. So these are just some of the photos. We did kind of a cruise theme. That is our certified dietary manager, Colleen's work with that beautiful fruit display. And we just kind of did different events every day. So it was really nice to spend time with them and to let them know how much we appreciate everything they do. So just another reminder, Betsy has about 10 to 15 more residents she needs to connect with. The pendants are here. They're out for all residents, so please make sure you are turning in your old ones. You can, well, that was last week, sorry about that. We don't need you to stay after today. The new pendants are waterproof, so you can wear them, and they do not require the battery check. So just FYI, please make sure that you do get your new one and turn in your old one. And can see Betsy to continue working on that. And then, as I know that Miss Jane mentioned it, but is there anything additional you wanted to say?
I just want to, from my heart,
We'll give you a mic, girl. We'll give you a mic.
from my heart, I just thank each and every one of the residents here. Without you, of course, there would be no scholarships. And these associates are so hardworking for all of us. This is our way of thanking them. So God bless you all. Thank you. It's been another successful year. And do come to the award ceremony to support the associates. Thank you.
Thank you again. And then just a little bit from me, some of it is redundant, just to keep it on your mind. I know I was out last week, but just again to make sure that we're communicating. So we are continuing the paving project, we are continuing our phone project, and our elevator project. We had just met with the second provider about a week or so ago, and still kind of working through the next steps for that process. We are, of course, into the skilled nursing and assisted living for the Blue Team remediation. We still do have multiple beds offline, so we are continuing to take residents, but just very strategically. As one discharges out, we'll bring another one in, just because we do have a couple rooms and beds offline that they are remediating. Pam is still out in IHS recovering, so we do still have Anna here in her place, continuing to help with those med administrations and med reminders with IHS. As I mentioned, we are working on executive chef candidates, and we are close to making a decision, so there will be more to come on that process with the committee. And then the external sealing and caulking, Blue Team has still told me that's for May, but I think we're almost through May, so I'm going to get an update from them again on that. They are moving very, very quickly with the carpet and now onto the roof. So I have not forgotten that. I will be asking them about that again this week. They were working on the north dining room, doing some work in there. So I will follow up with them on that as well. We do have our OIR action plan. We had an audit about a year ago. We finally got their results, and they were very minimal, a little bit of documentation or timeline type. And we'll be getting our action plan sent in to them by the end of this month. That is due. So we are working on that with our corporate office. We do have new hire orientation this week. We have about 5 new hires. IHS has gotten 4 new associates over the last few weeks, and that's huge because it's a very tough role to fill. So we're really happy about to have 4 new associates. That means more caseloads and more residents we can help. Sometimes Christine has so much business, we are trying to hire enough staff for, which is a good problem to have. So super excited about that, and we have about 5 new hires total in our class this week. We did get the very preliminary stages of our resident survey. It's that time of year. So I got the information. The very first email is typically how many IL residents, skilled nursing residents, and AL residents do you have? And we are set to start that in August. So we will be getting the planning and the preparation for that. So more to come. Did want to mention that Ricky and the team are working on a mock pre-survey. They want your honest feedback, and they want an idea of where they stand right now. And then, of course, in order to prepare for the August survey. So more to come on that, but they are working on that in the food and beverage realm. And then Ricky did mention, as you know, we have many servers that are high school and college age, and many graduations on May 30th. So just FYI, we wanted to make sure you don't have an absolutely terrible dining experience when half of them are graduating. So we are going to be doing a buffet dinner with wine and beverages. So we will feed you wine and a really great buffet dinner, but we will have many of our staff out for graduation. We hope you understand. We will make sure it's a spectacular dinner nonetheless. We don't typically love to do buffet dinners, but we just wanted to let you know the why behind that. Otherwise, we would have a really bad service that night with half of our team graduating. So we'd rather just have a really nice buffet for you. So we hope you understand, and we appreciate your support and cooperation in advance. So on that, I haven't been here for a week, but I'll answer any questions I can. Any questions? Yes, ma'am, Ms. Judy?
I just want to remind the people who have to move into new parking
to park a little bit closer together. I've noticed that some people leave almost a vehicle space between their cars. And if you leave enough room to open your doors safely on both sides, we'll be able to get more cars closer to the buildings.
Understood. Thank you, Miss Judy. Absolutely. Any other questions? Hi, Chet.
My question is about the new wall lanterns in the south lobby entrance. I don't know why they were needed, but 2 of them got installed over the shutters, okay? They really look pretty tacky, and they should not be over the shutters. That whole area is really a memorial to Peggy Patterson, okay, and this really ruins the look. I would like to request that those two lanterns that are over the top of the shutter be moved. Thank you.
Betsy, can you provide clarification? I'm not following. Chet, we'll follow up with you after this. You said there's some curtains that are hung somewhere in the south. We can follow up after this with you. What we're trying to determine. Any other questions? Any other questions? All right, well, thank you so much. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you all for attending. And let me know if there's anything you need from me.